Today is day 143, and we've got this wonderful sled ride into Monson. The whole trail hasn't been like this, but it's supposed to be pretty smooth the whole way in, except the last couple miles have a little bit of a hill. But even those, even from the topographical profile, that even looks pretty slippery. I guess pretty fast is what I mean. We camped in a little logging road last night. It's called a logging road. I think it's just an access road for the Forest Service or whoever uses this land out here. And it's definitely closed. It was kind of grown in. But old logging roads can be really nice for camping, especially when it rains. It rained last night for a couple hours. We didn't end up eating dinner last night because when we pulled in, it really started to downpour. But logging roads are graded so that water doesn't sit on them. So if you set your tent up in the middle of one, water just kind of runs off the road. And it was crazy because everything dried out by this morning. I mean, you could tell everything's still wet around here, but I mean, our tent dried out. So anyhow, I'm happy to be out here. This today marks the beginning of our last week on trail. Next week about this time, maybe next Saturday or next Sunday, we'll be finishing up at Katahdin. So bitter sweetness is what this next week is bringing us. I've had a great trip. I've had lots of really amazing memories. This definitely could be the greatest adventure that I've had in my life. And the ups and the downs are part of what have made it such a great adventure. Because when you're really down and then you have really up days, I didn't really have that many down days. Some things were tough. Some places were tough. Things get tough sometimes on trail, especially when you're out for 150 days. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, whoever you are. I've just been, my big goal on this trip was to capture at least 4 hours of solid trail video that has no narration or comments. So I know I talk a lot, but at the same time I try not to. I just wanted to put together, and I'll put it on YouTube later in the year. I just wanted to piece together just a long film of all the parts of the trail where I didn't do any talking at all. So if you ever wonder why there's just shots where I'm walking for 2 minutes, it's because that's what I was doing. I was just putting together 2 minutes of film of the trail. This is what it looks like in 2019 in some places. So look forward to that, and then I'll put together a couple other videos with everything we've captured. I'm sure I've captured at least 20 or 30 hours of 4K. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been my hobby, and I only do it for 10 to 20 minutes a day, tops. So it's just been something to fill some time. But man, it is beautiful out here. Look where we're staying tonight. We're in the backyard of the Shaws Hostel in Monson. This is the backside of the hostel here. And Smash reserved us the yurt. We're doing a straight up glamping evening here in Monson, Maine. This is totally cool. And Smash was nice enough to give Nibbles and myself the queen size bed. But check it out. I actually grew up with these sheets in the 1980s. It's like just like going home. It's so crazy. I just never thought I'd see those ever again. Anyway, awesome times. And then tomorrow we're gonna eat breakfast here, and then we're gonna start the 100-mile wilderness, and then we're gonna be on our last week of the Appalachian Trail. Just watching the sun go down.